Sugaridoo channel. My name is Irene and today I'm working on a foundation paper piecing project on freezer paper. Today I'm starting on the placemat for my grandmother and I just wanted to show you the technique that we use for it. So what we will be needing today is a pattern. We need fabrics, we need a cutting mat, a 1/4 ruler, a rotary cutter, and of course a sewing machine, a iron and a ironing board. I am starting by making the pot for one of the flowers. I already printed it on freezer paper as I explained in a previous video, and now I'm going to pick out some fabrics and start sewing. These are the fabrics that I'm going to use in this project. So I've taken some blues for the fabric pots, some colorful fabrics for the tulips, some green for the leaves, and then also a very colorful fabric for the background. In the pattern that I'm making today, I need background fabric and 2 colors for the pot itself. The first thing I do when paper piecing, whether it is on freezer paper or normal paper piecing paper, is cutting out the pattern that I printed on normal printing paper. And I'm using these as templates to cut my fabrics. So these are the templates which I'm going to use to cut my fabrics. And then we have the pattern. As you can see, the pattern was printed with a 1/4 inch seam allowance around it. And this of course is too big, so I'm going to cut it out. And I'm going to cut away a little bit of the seam allowance. So I'm going to cut it less than a 1/4 inch seam allowance. At the end of this video, I will explain why exactly I do this. So now I'm using my templates to cut out the fabric. I am placing the template of the fabric on the back side of the fabric. And then I just cut around it roughly the size of the template with a little bit more than a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And there we have all the pieces cut out. The first thing I do with the pattern is fold it over all the lines you see here. So here we have my sewing machine, I have a tiny cutting mat, my ruler, a rotary cutter, a pattern, fabrics, and then on this side I have my ironing board and my iron ready. I'm starting out with the first piece of fabric. And I'm just going to give it a quick press because I didn't do it before I started cutting. And now I get to stick it to my freezer paper. So I'm placing my fabric behind the first part of the pattern. And then I'm just going to lay it down and give it a press, which will make sure that the fabric will stick to the freezer paper. So now before I do any sewing, I'm going to use my 1/4 ruler. I'm going to fold the pattern over the line between part 1 and part 2, placing my 1/4 ruler against the fold and then cutting away the excess fabric. So this is a piece of fabric that is going to be next to the flower pot. And I'm going to place it with the right side down against the edge of the fabric that I just cut. So when I fold back my freezer paper, you can see that here we have a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Here we have the piece of the pattern that I'm going to sew next. And when I fold it back, I can place that piece over the fabric and then start sewing. And now I will be sewing along the folded line of the fabric. And here you can see the stitches that I've just sewn. So here we have the 1/4 inch seam allowance, and there you have the stitches right along the fold in the paper. So now we can fold back the freezer paper and fold back the fabric. And then I'm going to give this a press, so this paper is also going to stick to the freezer paper. So back to my little cutting mat. I'm going to fold back the paper over the fold line between part 2 and part 3. Place my at a quarter ruler, cut away the excess fabric, and then I'm going to take the fabric for piece 3, placing it with the right side up, lining it up with the 1/4 inch seam allowance. And if you want to check if the fabric will be behind this piece, let me place it incorrectly, so then you can see what I mean. So let's say I've placed it like this, so I lined up the fabric with my seam allowance. When I check the size of this piece 3, it should be from here to here. So I'm going to fold it and just place my fingers from there to there, it should be. And when I then turn it around, you can see that this doesn't match. So here the fabric will be too short. So I'm just going to place it, and then you can see it should be from there to there. Just place your fingers on there and then place that well within the fabric. So now I know the seam is going to run from here to here. So here I have fabric and there I have fabric left over. So that is going to match. Okay, let's pick it up and sew. Hop back to your pressing board and fold back the fabric, fold back the paper and give it a press. Starting to look like something. Now to finish the block, we just repeat these steps until all the pieces of fabric are joined, and that gives us this cute flower pot. When you've sewn in all the fabrics, you take the whole block to your cutting board and you cut around the block with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And here you see why I've cut the paper seam allowance smaller, because you use a ruler to measure out the seam allowance, and cutting away the paper a bit smaller, that means you won't cut through the paper with your rotary cutter, which saves the blade of your rotary cutter. That's it for this tutorial on how to sew foundation paper piecing with your freezer paper. The reason why I like this method so much is because you can reuse this freezer paper. So you can just peel it off your fabric and use it for another block. While with paper piecing paper you sew through the paper and then you need to rip it away. So I really like this method when I'm repeating blocks multiple times. So I can just reuse the paper that I've printed the pattern on. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video where I'm making more flower pots and tulips and combining them into a placemat.